This is our reflections about the videos by Devin, Drace, and Gabby.
Hello. Okay, so to begin, all three of us are ESL student teachers this semester, and we had a lot of takeaways from the videos that we were assigned in relation to teaching students learning English as a second language. So firstly, the video that resonated most with me was the STAR Talk that was associated with engaging and motivating language learners. So one of my issues in my personal experience is that dealing with adolescent students in middle school, I found that they're extremely unmotivated and disengaged in the lessons and the activities because they don't place enough emphasis on learning English as their second language. So from this video, I found that it's really critical to keep them stimulated and active and truly emphasize their presence in the classroom in order to bring them into the activities and make learning more meaningful.
Which leads into our next takeaway. Thank you, Devin, for your little debrief. This is Gabby now. The last thing that Devin said was meaningful, which is one of the biggest takeaways that I noticed in the TED Talk video that talked about the industrialization of education. So how can we pull away from this? Like, as teachers in our classroom, what can we do? I'm an ESL student teacher at the high school level. So I am noticing some similarities that Devin is having in her own experience. And I have a few select individuals that are disengaged, don't feel the need, have been here for many years, and still have not made it a priority to learn English. So in the classroom, my cooperating teacher and I tried to make every lesson meaningful. So what can they take away from this that they can use outside the classroom that will help them survive, will help them navigate the world around them? I think with that being said, that it's a great way to engage students, to get them involved and motivated in learning.
So Gabby just talked about meaningful learning, and that's something that I have also found is to be really important in my student teaching experience. And so connected with checking for students' understanding, you can't have meaningful learning without really checking for their understanding. So when I am a ESL teacher for the 4th grade right now, and they're so cute, and they seem very eager to learn, and they seem very much like, yes, I got it. And so you ask them, okay, does anyone have any questions? They're all like, no. And then you start the activity, or you give them the assessment or the exit slip or whatever, and then you look at the responses and you're like, that is not at all what we were talking about. Yes, it's really important to have activities that are meaningful to the learners, but you also need to be checking to make sure that they're actually understanding, because without that assessment at the very end, without that exit slip or whatever it is, if the students may say that they understand, but in reality they still may be struggling. And so it's really important to give them those opportunities to show if they still need help or not. And then from that, as teachers, we can give follow-up activities or mini lessons or whatever to reinforce what they're learning so that their learning can be meaningful and they'll be more engaged and motivated to learn in the future.
Thank you, Joyce.